G'day guys, just wanted to give some of the lesser experienced people a bit of a quick guide to controller setups. Majorly this works on any controller, whether it's PC, PS5 or Xbox, should all be the same. Some videos go really slow, go really quick, and it's hard to keep up. So I'm going to go slow, but I'm just going to give you the basics just to get your gameplay looking reasonably good. So we'll start off, don't worry about the quick settings, just go straight to controller. Dead easy. The major things here under controller, keep in mind you press L1 or R1 up at the top there to change what type of setting you want to change. I'm on horizontal and vertical stick control. I've set them at 1.7. I like it reasonably fast. What this is the speed on your thumbsticks. So if you want it to go a bit slower, then go slower. But I wouldn't go over 2. 2 is actually really quite uncomfortable to play with for me. These things here I haven't seen before. Maybe they're new, I'm not sure, or I've just ignored them. Play with them if you want. It does turn a lot of other stuff on and off that I don't want to do. So control vibration, leave that off. Trigger effect, leave that off. I don't actually know that does, but leave it off. Dead zone's really important. So basically you can expand that by pressing square or whatever it is on Xbox. Just keep your left stick minimum. So if you test this is your dead zones. So basically your right, your left. So basically what happens is your left stick minimum, I don't know why I've got that at 10, should be as close to 1 as possible. Your left stick maximum, which is, if you see the red circle that I've got here, that won't let me my auto aim assist lock onto anything outside of that. It basically focuses it inside this area here, which works better for me. Right stick minimum, my goodness, I don't know what I've done here. Again, needs to be as close to 1 as you can get it. I was playing around with these before, so maybe I've reset them somehow. Right stick minimum, don't think that matters. I've got my trigger effects down to, lost it now. Got my trigger effects down to 1. I guess the least the better. In that case, let me know if I'm wrong in that area. Aiming sensitivity, just leave it low. I keep the everything to standard, to be honest with you, in this. Target aim assist on, make sure these are on. This is your aim assist, it will help you lock onto targets. Motion sense and function behavior off, I'm pretty sure that's off as standard. Movement, this is really important. Tactical sprint assist, this will mean that you run without having to click your left thumb or whatever button you've got it set to. Just keep that on. Mantle assist, turn it off. It's a pain in the arse. You're in a gunfight, next thing you know you're mantled onto a piece of wood. It's very, very annoying. Still sometimes happens even with this off, but it's, yeah, definitely don't have that on. Crouch assist off. Corner slice, I just turned that on and I've been playing with it and it's horrible, so keep that off. Slide behavior, I keep it hybrid. It's a bit smoother. You sort of like dive, move and stuff all together as opposed to just dive or slide. The other way to have it is slide only, which is pretty much the old school way of playing it. Automatic airborne mantle, I have that on. Sprint restore on. Slide maintain sprint on. Parachute automatic behavior, I turn this off. I like to land as close to the ground as possible, otherwise you end up getting shot out of the air all the time. Mantle cancels reload is on, and I don't get into those things. Combat, aim down sight is hold, tactical stance behavior on toggle, tactical stance activation ADS down button. Most of these are actually pretty standard fixed if they're not just changed to these settings. I have been through a lot of research to get them to where I want them. Armor plate behavior, you can apply one at a time. Some people prefer that. I just put them all on. One at a time will just help you if you're in a fight. It's one, and then you can start firing again. But yeah, quite often you'll apply one plate only and get killed with one shot. C4 detonation, that's personal preference. Just basically C4 blows up all at once. Anything major here, I only want to again point out the major things. They're all standard. What was that last one? Overlay, advanced settings, nothing. So now just go to graphics, and I'm only going to cover this as the last one. So if you can, whack it on 120 hertz refresh rate. Refresh rate's better than having a 4K visual. Just means that you're going to see more things quicker. So if you've got that function, turn it on. Gamma and brightness, that's just normal bright. You should set that up when you start the game. If not, you can go and redo it in here. Don't even know what that is, so I'm not going to go into it, and I've never played with that. Well motion blur off, don't need it, just choose up your bandwidth. Weapon motion blur off, depth of field off, really doesn't make a difference. It's all the cinematics really. Don't know what it is, that 50, but sorry, off, and then that's at 50. I think they're pretty standard as well. Again, mostly all of this is standard. View, this one's pretty important. I always play at 120. Some people will prefer 110, but I definitely recommend somewhere between 110 and 120. If you're running this at 60 or 80, you're at a huge disadvantage. Basically, you just don't get to see what's all around the map and the people in front of you or around you. So play around with it in game if you want, but it's yeah, it's a pretty important one. Affected aim of ADS fuel. So ADS view basically just means when you aim down sight, it just affects your aim down sight. To view, you can see in the pictures to the right hand side there. Weapon field of view default. Yeah, just keep that on default. I haven't played around with that, to be honest with you. Vehicle field of view, don't care about that. And that is about it. They're just basic settings. I mean, there's some other stuff here, like in the audio. Stuff that I do only because I play a lot of COD. I keep it on the headphones, and I keep the I just have it better for my ears. So I have, most people have reduced tinnitus sound. I have that on. A lot of people have that off, but it just makes any explosions and bangs, and yeah, I'm getting old, so hurts my ears. Hit marker you can change. If you like the old classic, you can have that. I'm quite happy with what it's got. Just make sure your mono is off, otherwise you're not going to hear footsteps. That's really important. And then your voice chat, this is just your it is actually a good one to talk about this, because people quite often go into games and get muted and they don't realize. So just make sure your open mic sensitivity, I've got mine set to 70. Might be a bit high. I don't know, sorry, the higher the value, the less sensitive. So if I had that 10 or 15, basically every time I breathe, someone will hear it. There's nothing more annoying than you listening to someone's breathing, or every time they pick their nose. So yeah, have that up at 70. People will talk to you more often in a game and probably say nicer words to you. This is where you can turn it to party on, friends only. If you've got kids playing, you might want to just have that friends only. Other than that, they're all about the same. Voice chat volume, that's just how you come across. So really, if you're getting complaints that you're too loud, reduce that. That's it. I hope that helped any of the beginners, and press a follow as I come up with new stuff. I'll post them to the channel. Cheers.